Hello, welcome to another video, and this one is where we're looking at the suitcase carry, and in this case we're looking at it going up the steps. Now, a lot of people think this is just like a great cardio type of workout, but it's actually a lot more than that. And the off balance sort of by holding the weight on one side, as you would do with usually with just one bag or a suitcase in this example. Really puts a lot of stress through the entire core to make sure that the body can stabilize itself effectively. So this is where, if I play these together, where you can see we've got like one bag on one side and an exercise on the other using a dumbbell. What happens here is the glute on one side, so in this case with the dumbbell side, this leg is about to step, this glute is about to work really hard, and you'll see just as he plants the leg and goes into this here, this is where it's working excessively hard. Now it's also working in combination with the QL and the back and the core and everything on the opposite side, because this opposite side is actually providing a lot of stiffness to actually enhance the function of the glute to be able to swing the leg through. And it's exactly the same thing you would see obviously on the suitcase side, where this is an everyday movement. So so we take it for granted that we have the ability to move this way, but really we see a lot of problems in this is the lateral sling, by the way, so see a lot of problems of this type of movement in people where there's a lot of shifting out to one side, and we see compression through the discs, or hip problems where the hip on this side gets exposed to instability. A huge amount of things can happen with this movement. You may not feel it straight away, but it's a build-up over time, and then the body's all this compensation around it becomes a huge problem. So you can see, as much as this is an exercise, it's really a pattern of movement, and this is the gait movement. Obviously walking upstairs is quite tough. You could just do this walking along the flat surface, which we've shown you before with farmers walks, but I prefer the unilateral suitcase carry. And Stuart McGill, a professor on back pain, has shown that you actually will be physically much more stronger with one dumbbell than two. So because of the fact that you can create this sling approach, where two legs, it takes out that ability to move like that. So it's where strongmen can move more weight with one leg than they can with two, so or relative terms. So all right, so I hope you've enjoyed that video, and this gives you a bit of an example of what the suitcase carry looks like in terms of a real life movement. And you can see the exact similarities between the two, and it's something that we should all be working on all the time to preserve what we have and never lose it. All right, so I hope you enjoy that. We'll see you on the next one.